I think if we all adopt these practices together and we turn down the rhetoric, we cease with this idea that policy disputes are somehow an existential threat to democracy or the republic. We stop calling one another names.
The internet is an accelerant. It is driving extremism in our country. It's driving us apart, left and right.
Radical coming from any direction is not good, it's not healthy, and it should be called out.
A bit of a sample from the Sunday talk shows, how to lower the temperature. My next guest writes this in an op-ed. We may be on the brink of an extremely violent era in American politics. Robert Pape is a professor in the political science department, University of Chicago. And sir, thank you for your time, Professor. It's good to have you on. It's an alarming headline. Go ahead and give your point support in your argument.
Bill, we are at a watershed moment. I call this the era of violent populism in America. Violent populism is defined really by two things. First, we are seeing a rising tide of political violence on both the right and the left. Just since 2002, think about the political assassinations and assassination attempts against conservative Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, Democratic Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, missed her, almost killed her husband. 2 assassination attempts against Republican candidate for President Donald Trump. The assassination attempt against Governor Josh Shapiro. In June, the assassinations and assassination attempts against Democratic political leaders in Minnesota, and now the assassination death of Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
The second big feature of violent populism is I've been studying political violence for 30 years, I think ISIS, but in the last 5 years, American political violence, and conducting surveys of support for political violence among Americans. Our most recent survey in May found 39% of Democrats agreed that the use of force was justified to remove Donald Trump from the presidency. 39%. And also, we found 24% of Republicans agreed that the use of the U.S. military to suppress Democratic protesters was justified. These represent tens of millions of people on both sides of the aisle, and that's why you're seeing the rising tide of political violence on both sides.
Okay, let's get to some causes for that. New York Times, Aisha was talking about this earlier today about civil war. Now, this is what the New York Times found. Civil war mentions surge online after the Charlie Kirk assassination. If you pan to the right, the mentions of civil war on X are up, I guess that's 210% or 210 times. And I'm sure you have an explanation for that, but here is what Spencer Cox, the governor in Utah, explained about social media.
I believe that social media has played a direct role in every single assassination and assassination attempt that we have seen over the last 5-6 years. There is no question in my mind that cancer probably isn't a strong enough word. What we have done, especially to our kids, it took us a decade to realize how evil these algorithms are.
Sir, how does that fit into the theory?
Social media is like pouring gasoline on the fire, but it's not the fire itself. My research shows that we are being driven by a big social change that is driving support for political violence, much the way social change has driven political violence in other countries. But the details of the social change differ. We are going through a historic change for the first time in the 250-year history of our country, from a white majority democracy to a white minority democracy. In fact, the tipping point generation for this started about 10 years ago. In 1990, we were 76% non-Hispanic white. Today, 57%. Another 10 years before, 49%. Well, this helps to explain the meteoric rise of Donald Trump, why his signature issue is immigration that's gathered so much support, because there are many people that like to slow down, maybe even reverse this change. This also explains the virulent opposition to MAGA by many parts of the left, because there are many people on the left who want to continue this change. These is the reason why we can predict the rise of violent populism, and left to its own devices, this will get worse.
Well, I hope you're wrong about that last point, but it takes some deep waters that we must wade through to understand it. Robert Pape, thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Out of Chicago. Yeah.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.